Okay, so we're going to call this meeting to order. If everybody would stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
The United States of America, to the republic, and the nation under God, indivisible.
Okay. So I'd like to moment to review the agenda. See if there's any additions or deletions to the agenda. There are no additions or deletions. I will entertain a motion to approve the agenda as it is.
Make a motion to approve the agenda as is.
Tracy, I'll need a roll call vote, please.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. So now we're gonna go into 2A, which is a rezoning ordinance for 261, 265 West Avenue. Has everybody had the opportunity to read over everything for this and understand this ordinance? Okay. I will entertain a motion to read the ordinance in its entirety for the first reading.
So moved.
Roll call vote, please.
Aye.
Tracy, could you please read it in its entirety? First reading. Now therefore, be it ordained by the Board of Aldermen, Section 1, the Board of Aldermen hereby rezones parcel number 13. Yes, 000, yes, 265, parcel number 13, yes, 16, yes, 23, yes, 000, yes, 000, yes, 006.09, West Avenue, 33, from commercial residence. Section 2, the city zoning map is hereby amended to reflect the zoning of properties located at 165 West Avenue for residential. Hereby declared to be and that the Board of Aldermen adopt the section. In the event that any part of the ordinance study or have been unlawful or unconstitutional, the remaining parts of section and subsection B and remain in full force and effect. Section 4. This ordinance shall be in full force and effect both from Okay. Anybody have any questions? No? Okay, I'll entertain a motion to read the second reading by title only.
So moved.
Tracy, I'll need a roll call vote.
Aye.
will entertain a motion to approve this ordinance as it is read.
Make a motion to approve.
See, I'll need a roll call vote on that, please.
Aye.
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 Okay, it is approved. Okay, so the next part here is the discussion of the ordinance pertaining to the mobile home and the age of the mobile home. Actually, I do not see. Okay, Bobby. Okay, and you were part of planning and zoning, so I'm gonna let you take over as far as that is concerned.
So it was recommended by planning and zoning to take, get the ordinance code here. The chapter 152 and deleting it in its entirety. That's what the planning and zoning recommended.
Please read 152 so everybody is well aware of what that is.
152 is the chapter for mobile home. So it would take out the authority, definitions, age of mobile homes, grant or refusal of placement request, placement prior to requirement, and penalty. So that's what was recommended by planning and zoning to delete that whole entire chapter. I guess we just need to discuss on it if we're going to go with it on deleting that whole entire chapter. I don't know what everyone feels, or if anyone got a chance to review that whole.
They probably did not. I mean, because you've never.
I did them first.
Are you? Okay. So does anybody have any questions about it? Okay. And then I guess if you guys want to have discussion about it, if you're wanting to have it.
I know the ones that I've talked to within the city, they want to keep the chapter, which is including that age of mobile home. That's what was originally discussed with why it came to planning and zoning to begin with, was the age of mobile homes. It was the age limit, which is 5 years or newer. With the plan, with a lot, if we change it or just or not, the ones that, like I mentioned, the ones that I've talked to and discussed with, they feel like it needs to be in place because if we get anything older, it could become a safety hazard, not only for them, but the whole community as well.
Do you guys just basically want to kind of table this until?
Well, I was gonna say the opposite side of that is everybody I've talked to saying repeal it.
Yeah, it's
Because of the age of discrimination on it, people can't upgrade their older mobile home. Harder to get mortgages for 100, I mean. It's kind of discriminatory on that side. And the safety issues, we have other permits and things.
And we have multiple areas. Like there's even some in Ward 2 as well. I was kind of hoping that
Yeah, that
Nicole-
was
we
the
were going to be able to
original
get her
part
on
of-
Zoom. I don't know if you guys just kind of, because Nicole's not here, you guys wanted her to be able to represent her ward as well. And then us just kind of bring it to the table on our
The
next
next board
board
meeting.
meeting. And then, I mean, because it's not dire emergency or anything like that, but I would like to get her opinion as well.
she's done a little bit more research and
Mhm. So are you
talk
guys
to
good
those
with
in
that?
Ward
Just go
2.
ahead and just kind of, and then if we have any questions or what have you, we can bring them.
There's
I
more
guess-
stuff I can-
Yeah. Yeah, So let's just go ahead and we'll just table that up and we'll just bring it to the next board meeting. Tracy, make sure that we,
Do we still have a mobile home waiting?
not that I'm aware of, no, we were just
No,
actually just
not
kind of
currently.
talking about it in planning and zoning, and I think that, Shelley and Karen, you guys were just kind of talking about it in a general sense, right? Nobody's waiting, right? Okay, so it's just an interest. Okay.
Make sure before we.
Yeah.
They have to be hurricane proof to go down the road.
Because that's actually taking out and moving a new one in, or moving a
Upgrading,
person's in.
and if one's destroyed, and they can't afford a new mortgage. Potential for home sale.
I had a mobile home that was.
About all those other places.
Okay. Make sure that that's. Okay. All right. We'll go ahead and we'll table it and I do want
Revisit
Nicole to
next
be here.
meeting?
Yeah, I do want Nicole to be here for that. Okay, and then, so we had talked Thursday about, the public hearing process. Um, yeah. And public hearing request form. Okay, so that's just all part of the packet that Karen had presented. Right, yeah. They just pulled the whole entire packet. One of the things that really did change were the fees. And that's really what I kind of wanted everybody to go over and just take a peek at and see if you guys are good with the fees. If you feel as though that there need to be changes in the fees. Much it. We don't need an ordinance or anything like that for it, and we don't have to approve it. Like I said, it's just been a few days. So if you guys.
Will I make the vote on it?
It's
Or-
completely up to you guys. I can entertain a motion to approve. I mean, I would kind of like her to be able to read over the processes
And then
and
she-
just, yeah, I mean, I know she really wanted to be here for a lot of this and she's just unable to get on that Zoom, which is kind of a bummer. So we can go, there's nothing dire on that one either. Nobody's waiting on anything, correct? Do we have? Okay, so we do actually go as far as like. completely up to you guys. And the fees are for, what is it that, they're just their application, site plans? Okay. So it's not like the mailings and all that other stuff where it was catastrophic, okay. Yeah. I mean, we can go ahead and we can still yet table it. I mean, There's- yeah, I mean, they're already in the process. So we'll go ahead and we'll table it till next month. And then the ordinance review. It's all part of that packet. Okay. I was gonna say, cause I think it's all just the same. Okay. Then since we're just tabling everything, we've written that down that we're tabling. Okay, and so, we do need. So Jeannie, updated contract on the concrete street bid. We. And if you guys want. You guys want time to read over it?
We explored the streets in town also though. Got any bids? I'm just curious, cause there's some,
Oh,
I
yeah.
went and took pictures, really bad. One, full in front of your house.
That's asphalt.
Right, sure. Then up on like West Elm, there's just some really.
Yeah.
Haven't seen the budget, I didn't know what was allocated.
Mhm.
Whether or not it's feasible. Now, is that 40,000?
For both of them?
Last meeting.
I was gonna say- We have a little bit more that we can actually buffer for that. We do. We have a
So
little bit more.
that
That
is-
we can actually, well, we have to go ahead and go through all that. Like I said, with her budget, and figure out what her budget actually is. And then we'll go from there at that point in time. I'm thinking we're gonna be able to get them all taken care of this year. That's my personal, that's my goal is actually to get them. No, and we're gonna do our very best to try to get as much as we can. We just, initially, when we first kind of talked about it, we thought that more of it was gonna be asphalt and it's not. So. I don't have that actually in front of me. I'm not completely for sure, but I want to say, was that 12,000? Tracy, do you remember? I want to say it was 12,000 for the whole year. So. What was, yeah. And I think that with your budget that you've already received, or did you receive any, you haven't received anything on concrete yet, have you? On the actual, the asphalt? Right, you haven't. what's up. Right now. Right. Mhm.
This area.
No, I'm not a concrete person at all. So I'm sorry. Somebody had said something about the epoxy coated rebar. Is there a big price difference between that and the standard? Alright. I didn't know. I'm educating myself too, so. Mhm.
Mhm.
And then a couple things that they don't do that I was curious about, backfill of concrete. That's where you find your voids and stuff, so, you know. They don't take care of. Hmm. I know what I'm asking about that, but it happens to be a void. They're gonna cover covered voids there. And then how much
Mhm.
additional money will rock be? That's why it's. Once you open it up and know what you got. Thank you. Like I said, it was a real quick rundown. I'm not. Thank you.
And even though obviously there's problems on our platform. They're nowhere near what's going on from the hill down. I think that, especially, like Karen said, coming right here on everything. How are you guys putting this in order of like what's most important? Least important to me. Pictures we put there, least infrastructure that you guys preach so much about. That's going to come to that. Over there on Lilac, there was a top on the get in there around top of you know in that concrete, everything else Although
It-
from. You guys haven't even. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I was gonna say, I can entertain a motion to approve this contract as it is. So I will entertain a motion to approve it if you guys want. As this is. Or if you guys want to table, we can table.
It's an emergency, I thinking. We need to get
Need to
this
get 'em- I mean,
done.
we need to get
We
the
gotta
streets
get
done, period.
started somewhere.
We've been telling people that we were gonna get the
Um,
streets done for quite some time. We need to
yeah.
start getting.
So I make a motion to approve this contract to start getting the concrete portion of streets started and going.
So you're approving the contract as
Yes.
it is. Okay. And Tracy, I'll need a roll call vote.
Aye.
Okay. So now we're gonna move to, I'm sorry. So now we're gonna move to the wastewater pump bids. You wanna talk about that?
Oh, I don't know. So I have. Or if something will happen and we get to take water from. I don't have a. Overfill from pump three. One water. Nothing down. So we reached out to 10 different companies. Only people sent us. The first bid is 41,000. Second bid is 50. The money that we had for them is already got it from the USDA. Well, this is money that they were paying. The USDA loan account, we have 43,000. It's gonna cost $41,755. Which will have $107 left. Plus, the flood years, they use.
Mm-mm. Not that I'm aware of. We may. So I will entertain a motion to purchase the pump for $41,755.07.
So moved.
And I'll need a roll call vote for that as well, Tracy.
Aye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's, yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. So that's why we actually had that part of it as well with the USDA. We had that money left over. And we knew that that's what we were going to allocate. We just need an approval to actually be able to purchase it. So, as we know, we've already set this once before, but we'll say it again. Our next meeting is going to be May 11th. And then that's pretty much it for our meeting.
Do I need a motion?
For what? I'm sorry. No, we just, yeah. If there's
So
something that you want to put on there for new business,
Yeah, we know what
absolutely
we were
let
talking
Tracy,
about.
yeah. You know, anything that you'd like to put on there. We can do, you can do that at any given time. Okay. And then, yeah, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting. Oh, sorry. Yes, Jared. I have to find out from Ed, exactly, because I know that we have to actually. We're actually getting to the point where we're, at first, we were kind of giving it to him and letting him write it. And now we're actually, that's where Bobby actually is helped out with the ordinances and he writes it. Yes, absolutely. So he's been writing Bobby is now going to start writing the ordinances and then you turn it into the attorney. He looks over it, changes wherever he needs to make it according to whether it's legal, all that wonderful stuff. Mhm.
So
And sent to the attorney. Pretty much so. Yes. Yes. Yeah, it's all part of that retainer, but we'll, okay. Tracy, do you have that budget? And he is auto retainer. So I mean, there's quite a bit that's actually in that retainer. She'll have that. Yes. It should actually be a copy of the ordinance. Once we get that signed, we can get a copy for you. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, that's no problem at all. We'll just stay after a little bit. We'll sign it. I was gonna say, and just so everybody knows, we're gonna be working on actually, hopefully redoing a few things to make it easier for everybody to understand and to be able to read a lot of this as far as our finances are concerned. We're actually looking into different programs, different stuff like that as well, just to try to help us out a little bit, help us understand it, make it easier. As far as, because we were talking about how things are actually separated out in the budget. Of course, we grandfathered it in by what was already there, but it's not so easy to read. So it's very segregated in many different sections, and Tracy and I have talked about it, and we're actually going to try to reduce that down and to make it a bit more simplified, easier for everybody to kind of be able to read it, understand it a little bit better. We don't know to what extent we'll be able to do that. We're just going to check into different programs, just so everybody kind of knows. I don't know.
Like, you guys are so much.
Mhm. I agree. I agree. Yeah. That's what we were talking about. Yeah, absolutely. That's what we're. Well, because there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot in there. And if you, my goodness, if you look at the way that it's all set up, it is, everything is, so there's so many different lines for so many different things. And I'm not so for sure that so many lines need to be there for so many different things. I would like for it to be to where you grab a hold of it, you look at it, you can definitely understand what's going on and see what's going on. I'm not going to deny that. Yeah, I'm not going to deny that. Mhm. Oh, you just, it's open to the public. Absolutely. There's no reason. You're just talking like at a meeting. Just have pronounce. Sure. It's no problem. Tracy, we'll make a note of that. Well, she's just saying at the meetings, like whenever they come in, just to have it to pick it up.
Bring out the financials.
Well, she's just talking like whenever they come into a meeting. You know, they could just take it off the table, just read it as we're talking about it, and just so they can kind of view over it. It's no big deal. I don't see any issue with it at all. Oh, I don't disagree.
Right, cause like, they'll just sit there and, you know, pay up this or pay up that and.
Yeah, and
just
you
all
guys
kinda
like,
sitting there going,
yeah.
I still don't.
Oh,
So, yeah.
okay, yeah, it's
Yeah.
just whenever the bills come in. Yeah, no, it's
Uh-huh.
that's fine. Yeah, but she's just talking about just for simple meetings whenever they come in and they just want to see them and just have them. There's no issues with that. Yeah. So were you able to find her information? Budgeting. Yeah, and we're actually asking everybody to please give us a little bit of time. There's a big change that actually took place. So if you could please give us at least 6 or 7 months to really kind of get a good solid hold on everything, because we really are wanting to change. It's a big thing. So give us some time, please, and we are definitely working on it. I got to commend this lady because she is definitely looking into a lot of different things for us. So if so please, we really do ask that you just give us a little bit of time, and we are definitely working on it. And as we do find out things, you're gonna see more and more actually in our, it might be silly that you guys are listening to some of it and going, well, why are they even bothering putting it on the agenda? Sorry, but you guys wanted to know, we're gonna put it out there. So even if it is something silly and you guys are like, well, you're just reviewing it. Why are you bothering? We're letting you know what's going on. So I'm just letting you guys know.
Working on getting my committee over to the code, and that way there's no issue. My committee, that login, which does login, by doing this, instead of that section.
Mhm.
Now be
And then we're also looking into a different program as well for that. So you're gonna hear a lot of different, you're gonna hear us talking about different programs and different things. That's what it's part of. We're just trying to make things a little easier, make things a little bit more to where people can understand them a little easier, even for us, to be totally honest with you. I mean, there's different programs that are out there. Tracy's been looking into all kinds of different stuff. There's different things that are specific for municipalities. Why we weren't using those before, I'm not exactly for sure, but we're definitely looking into that right now. So we just ask that you please be patient with us while we're going through all of our changes. And does anybody else have any more questions? Oh, well, I know you got questions. Well, with that being said, you guys got anything else down there? Oh, no, you're fine. No, that's fine.
Overtraining going
So,
on.
yeah. Well, with that being said, I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting.
second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Aye.
Okay, I thank you
Alright.
guys very much for coming this evening, and yeah, let's hope that things keep progressing. Okay. You got everything that you need, correct? And that gentleman needs, the one gentleman wants to have a signed ordinance, so we need to get that ready for him so he can have a copy. Okay.
Can they get those on my end?
Oh, shit. I told you it's gonna be quick.
Brenda,